right, a beautiful morning to you and yours. 2 minutes past 9 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. It is another amazing day to be alive, 26th day in the month of February. And, 2 days to go, and the month is done and dusted. So I can stop hearing it's the season of love when I try calling someone. Because, bro, you don't want to know. Anyway, it is Melody Sunrise, and my name is Bolabad. Yeah, so we have quite a number of things we usually discuss on the show. Yeah, but we kick off with motivation. So between now and 9:10, I'll be motivating you. Yeah, call it Aspire to Maguire to Require. And, after that, the sports captain will be in the studios. We'll be talking sports between 9:10 and 9:25. And by 9:30, Mechanics Lounge will hit the airwaves. And by 9:45, I'll be checking out the front pages of the Nigerian dailies for this morning. 10 a.m., we'll head straight to People's Assemblies and we'll talk about, real or current in the country or maybe in the States. Who knows? Fingers crossed. And then you, my beloved honorables in the house, will be able to contribute and drop your 2 cents. Yeah. And by 10:45, Melody Sunrise will be eating the airwaves, and then we'll wrap it up by 10:55. All right. So between now and then, it's going to be a fun show. That one I can assure you for a fact. But for our Aspire to Maguire to Require this morning, it's something that quite a number of people battle with anytime they're trying to make a decision, right? You'd be like, oh, it's a risk. I don't want to take risk and all of that. But here's the thing. If you don't risk anything, if you risk nothing, then you risk everything. So which actually means by completely avoiding taking any risk at all, you're essentially taking the risk, the potential for growth. You're risking your potential for growth, potential for opportunity, and positive change in your life, which could actually lead to stagnation and you missing out on valuable experiences. Essentially, playing it too safe can be a bigger risk than taking calculated risk. Yeah, so if you're not taking risk, you're risking everything, in fact. Because when you fail, you learn, right? And when you've never tried, you don't know if you would fail or you would succeed or you fly or, things like that. So not taking risk at all is risking everything already. So key point I want you to take away from this is stagnation. No one actually wants to be stagnant. Not taking any risks can actually lead to a stagnant life, yeah? And, that could actually lead to a life that is probably not fulfilled and all of that. And you do not actually want that to be, your story and all of that. So you might want to start taking risk, trying new things and all of that. So missed opportunity also is a key point to take away from this. So avoiding risk would actually mean you missing out on potential rewards or beneficial experiences. So, who wants to live a boring life? Yeah, so you might actually just be a little bit adventurous. So you'd actually try new things, take that risk, and you'll be good. And if it does not pan out well, then you learn. See? So it's not really like that bad. It's not even bad actually, because if you don't take the risk, you never know. And calculated risk. Now, because I'm saying take risk does not mean that you should not start doing risky stuff unprovoked. No. What I'm saying is the phrase does not advocate for taking reckless risks, yeah, but rather for considering a calculated risk to achieve your goal. Okay, YOLO at the end of the day. But because I said YOLO does not mean that you start misbehaving and taking miscalculated or uncalculated or reckless risks. It's not me and you that said that one. I did not say that I should go and be doing anyhow. Okay, so that's it for the motivation this morning. It says that if you risk nothing, then you are risking everything. So basically, take some risks. Yeah, calculated one. Be careful though. Don't be reckless with it. So that is it for me for the motivation this morning. I'll be heading back to the music and how better to go ahead. But wait, with Davido, Popcorn, Risky. Stick around.
Risky. What yo?
Roach.
Big ways, 5 face, 10 days. I don't dare wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the fun? No case. I no go talk. Scarface for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Oh, tell me everything I want to know. No lies, no lie. Yeah, run am anyhow you want to run. Shake am, baby girl you fire pass it gun. No doubt. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky. Me no one go 50-50. Risky, yes, your body
risky.
Risky, yes, your body
risky. You know I go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body
risky.
Yeah, been a very long time. Yeah, me still a wait for your wine. Body curve up, you're clean and cute, so your nipple them blow my mind. Me we give you money anywhere, anytime. Jiggle up your body, let me see your waistline. Yeah, you know you need me and your body risky. I grade and whiskey tonight. Yeah, you know you love, guess why? Just a being and right hairstyle. Me we give you the world, baby. Me say you are my bonfire. Yeah, love your style. Ready to give you the ring, girl, child. You are my bad, darling. You are my bonfire.
But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
You know I go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body
risky.
risky.
Yeah, Auntie Adiza, she cause disaster. Her body mad, the facto Madagascar. Ask ya, call the pastor. Make it come pray and fast, find a caster. Cause if I talk one, she talk good then. Many things about the girl I know be tell. No lie, no lie. Take me everywhere you want to go. Oh, tell me everything I want to know. No lie, no lie. Yeah, run am anyhow you want to run. Shake am, baby girl you fire pass it gun. No doubt. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky.
You know I go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body risky. Yes, your body risky.
You know I go 50-50.
Risky, yes, your body risky, yes, your body risky.
Shake it.
Roach Beats.
Oh, somebody's risky.
Big Smoke, stop.
All right, Davido Popcorn Risky, and yes, just to buttress the point that I was making earlier about, you taking risks, calculated risks, not anyhow risk, yeah? Anyway, 9/11 from, that came out weird, because 9/11. 11 minutes past 9 a.m. from the studios. This is Melody 100.7, and my name is Bolabad. Melody Sunrise here, and the sports capitano is in the studios as well. We're about to start talking sports between now and 9:25. It was a lot of drama with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona yesterday.
Absolutely.
Drama.
Drama.
First
Yeah.
22 minutes, Atletico was like 2 goals ahead, and
Honestly.
before you knew it, Pepe
Honestly.
equalized. I was like,
Honestly.
these are the kind of match that me I like to be watching.
Honestly.
Like, 'cause,
four all it ended. 4-4. And it's just the first leg of the game.
I'm telling you.
It's not the first leg.
Second leg is going to be 11 my last leg. Oh
Honestly
God,
speaking,
we died here.
well, in case you missed that particular game, it was a Copa del Rey semi-final game between FC Barcelona and Atletico Madrid at the Nou Camp Stadium. Let me inform that Atletico Madrid actually shot into the lead as early as the first minute of that game. They came with a lot of intent. I mean, they were deliberate with this one.
They were
First
intentional.
minute.
Intentional team.
Exactly. First minute, the goal came. 5 minutes after, the second goal came. That was like 2-0. I think it was at that point, Barcelona remember that, we are the home team now. What did they happen?
Sure you understand? Like,
You're not gonna give us a better beating for us. This is a cup semi-final, right? And of course, 19th minute, Pedri, of course, have the deficit, and then Kubasi, equalized, made it 2-2, and just 4 minutes before, halftime, Martinez made it 3-2 in favor of Atletico Madrid. I mean, just imagine how table can turn in the space of 10-15 minutes. But then Atletico Madrid had other plans. They had other plans, but then they had to succumb to Lewandowski's goal that made it 4 in the 4th minute of that game, and it was like, yeah, Barcelona comfortable, right? 4-2 is the scoreline, but Atletico Madrid were like, no, 84th minute, another goal came in, Llorente, 4-3, and before we even said, I think the referee was about even blowing the final whistle, 4-4. Kilo Shelley.
Drama.
First leg.
Drama.
That was football. That was what we love to see. That's what we
Yep.
love to see. All right, it's another beautiful day to talk sports once again. Quite a lot to talk about this morning. Matches will be played in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Over the weekend there was the FA Cup that we had to rush the FA Cup games. Shooting Stars playing the quarterfinal on Friday, semi-final on Saturday, and final on Sunday. Just the way it happened. Across the federation. But now we have to return to the league and see what happens. Shooting Stars, they are in faraway Aba to take on Ayimba Football Club. Their vehicle broke down on the way on Monday, but thank God they got to Aba yesterday. Of course, it's a road trip. They don't fly. Yeah, that's the situation of things. It is what it is. It's Nigerian football. That's what players go through. But the good news is that they are in Aba. I just hope that fatigue won't set in for a team that played on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had to travel on Monday. And then play on Wednesday. So it's quite difficult. Also, Nigerian Football League matches will also be played today as well. I think you picked the favorite team already. I think it was FC Robo or something you picked.
What?
FC Robo Coins you picked the other day. Yeah, there was a team you picked, a female team you picked.
Okay.
But we'll definitely come to that. Let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League this morning. First off, Oluwajogunla is my name. Are you listening to Melody Sport Connect on Melody 100.7 FM? Of course, you know how we do it. It is time for sport. In the next couple of minutes, I will take you around the world of sports, bringing the latest, the hottest, and the juiciest sport news. Starting from the local front, the Nigerian Premier Football League, while the NPFL took a brief pause. The President Federation Cup finals erupted across the state, and the FCT over the weekend, 7 of a thrilling cocktail of shock results, heartbreaks, and underdog triumphs. Of course, that's all over, and of course, we're back to the Nigerian Premier Football League to talk about a number of matches to look forward to today and tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at those fixtures one after the other. In Aba, the air was thick with tension as the Elephants, as Ayimba, licked their wounds after a heartbreaking penalty shootout loss to Ahudi Yemen Football Club. And then they must regroup very fast to face Shooting Stars of Ibadan, who have been stumbling through a rough patch. Meanwhile, Abia Warriors are still reeling from their semi-final knockouts at the hands of the same team, who shift their focus to the league title race and their dreams of continental football as the lock-ons with the Afonja Warriors in Kwara. Over in Owerri, Heartland Football Club is gearing up for a fiery showdown against El Kanemi Warriors after a stalemate in the first leg. The reverse fixture promises to be a mouth-watering clash with the Warriors, despite the absence of their head coach, are desperate to revive their season. But Heartland is, of course, equal to the task, and they will be determined to claim the maximum points. In Nasarawa today, National United faces a daunting task as they prepare to host the Ikene landlords, Remo Stars. Table-topping Remo Stars. While National United dreams of a crucial win, Remo Stars have been a first to reckon with this season. But as the same football, dry bones can indeed rise again. And National United will be hoping for a miracle to turn their fortunes around. Meanwhile, Plateau United will still smarting from a nail-biting loss to Ikorodu City in Lagos. Will seek redemption against. Meanwhile, Rangers International will aim to make their home advantage count against Sunshine Stars of Akure, who are battling relegation woes and struggling to find their footing under a new coach. Lobby Stars, with Babaganaro at the end of affairs, face an Herculean task as they take on Niger Tornadoes, one of the league's best performing away teams this season. It is a battle of wits, grit, and determination, and only the brave will prevail. Caterpillars rejuvenated under new coach Ahmad Garba, aka Yaro Yaro, are riding a wave of newfound confidence with the technical advisor Usman Abdullah still suspended. Pillars are fired up and ready to maintain their winning momentum as they prepare to face Aqua United, led by seasoned tactician Kennedy Boboye. The promise keepers under Boboye's guidance are on a quest to discover their magic torch and turn their season around. With both teams are hungry for success and, of course, victory tonight, this clash promises to be a battle of wits and, of course, determination as well. Rivers United, only the poster boys of the season, are left wondering where it all went wrong with their title hopes of fading. They face a resurgent Katsina United, who have been unstoppable since the appointment of Aziz Mohamed Audu. And finally, the clash between Medal Insurance and Ikorodu City promises to be a spectacle of resurgence as both teams have found their rhythm at the perfect time. For Nigerian football fans, this is indeed a golden era, a season filled with twists and turns. Kwara United versus Abia Warriors, National United versus the Kenya Landlords, that's Remo Stars. Plateau United, of course, hosting Bayelsa United. Kanemi Warriors visiting Heartland FC. Lobby Stars are hosting Niger Tornadoes, and Kano Pillars taking on Aqua United. And tomorrow, it's Rivers United versus Katsina United. Better Insurance are taking on Ikorodu City Football Club in Benin City. And of course, from there, let's take a look at the female league this morning as the Nigerian Football League in Group A. Today, Edo Queens at 4 p.m. will at the Samuel Ogbomodia Stadium take on Ekiti Queens. While at the Dayan Stadium at 4 p.m. also today, Atlant Queens will entertain Conference Queens 6 p.m. tonight. At the Remo Stars Stadium, Remo Stars ladies will slug out with Nasarawa Amazons. And at 3 p.m. at the Onikon Stadium today in Lagos, Dana's ladies will entertain Abia Angels. And in Group B, tools at the Onikon Stadium today, 1 p.m. FC Robo Queens will take on Bayelsa Queens. But at 4 p.m. it's Delta Queens taking on Ibom Angels. Still Melody Sport Connects this morning. Let's talk about our Flying Eagles, the delegation of Nigeria's under 20 boys. The Flying Eagles yesterday landed in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, ahead of 2 friendly games against the Young Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. The contingent was led by a member of the NFF Executive Committee, Alhaji Ganiyo Majeko Dome. Let me inform you that Coach Ali Zubair selected 21 players for the task ahead, among whom team captain Daniel Bameyi, first choice goalkeeper Ifeanyi court, defender Haruna Aliyu, midfielder Kletu Simon, and forwards Clinton Jeffet and Olalekan Sulaiman Alabi, 7-time African champions, take on their Ivorian counterparts at the Stade Felix Houphouët-Boigny in the Ivorian capital, starting from 3:30 p.m. Ivorian time and that's 4:30 p.m. Nigerian time today, Wednesday. Both teams will again clash on Friday at the same venue with the same kickoff time. Let's take a look at all the players that traveled yesterday, so you get used to the team. Goalkeepers, we've got Ifeanyi Hakot, he plays for Sporting Lagos, as well as Abubakar Rufai, who plays for Mavlon Football Club. Defenders, we've got Adamu Maigari, who plays for El Kanemi Warriors. Daniel Bameyi, the captain of the side, he plays for Bayelsa United. Emmanuel Okoro plays for Sporting Lagos. Haruna Aliyu plays for Wiki Tourist. Batuni Jimo Farouk, as well as Stephen Jolomi, who plays for Mavlon Football Club. Midfielders, we've got Kingsley Matthew, Bola Ajishafe Wasiu, Anthony Ezekiel, Mohamed Sabi Ibrahim, Olalekan Sulaiman Alabi, Sefiu Adamu Duguri, Kletu Simon, and Nasiru Salihu. Forwards, we've got Bidemi Olalekan Amole, Clinton Jaffet, Abimiz Adeleke, Divine Olize, and Ayomide Muftaub Mubarak. Those are the players that traveled to Ivory Coast yesterday, hoping to get some playing time to get the team ready ahead of the AFCON proper itself. Well, from there, let's talk table through the field.
Looking for Chelsea hitting it at the far post, and Chelsea do have the goal from.
I mean,
no one actually predicted
not possible.
4-4. I think the closest I saw yesterday was 3-2 or
3-2.
probably 3-1. Aside that,
I
didn't see 4-4.
I mean 4-4. It was Barcelona now. Barcelona's on fire. How would you predict the draw for FC Barcelona?
Right.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, should anyone win that one? I swear, that person will collect past 2,000. And of course, in the Coppa Italia, Inter Milan yesterday defeated Lazio 2-0 to make it.
Shot saved by Ramsdale, but Southampton couldn't deal with it.
At sports this morning. Bolabad is still in the studio.
Yep. We're here and we're chilling and we're heading back to the music. But in the meantime, here is Post Malone doing Wow. Stick around. And Mechanics Lounge comes up next.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. All the housewives pulling up. I got a lot of toys. 720S pumping Fallout Boy. You was talking shit in the beginning. Back when I was feeling unforgiving. I know I pissed you off to see me winning. See the hit glue in my mouth and I be grinning. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. Everywhere I go, catch me on the block like a Mutombo. 750 Lambo in the Utah snow. Trunk in the front like the Dumbo, yeah. Cut the roof off like a nip tuck. Pull up to the house with some big butts. Turn the kitchen counter to a strip club. Me and Dre came for the. When I got quiet, all of y'all disappeared. Before I dropped Sony, none of y'all really care. Now they always say congratulations to the kid. And this is not a 40, but I'm pouring out this shit. Used to have a lot, but I got more now. Made another hit, cause I got bored now. Always going for it, never pump fourth down. Last call, Hail Mary, Prescott, touchdown, hey. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
Post Malone doing Wow. And of course, this is Melody Sunrise and Melody 100.7 FM. 29 minutes now past 9 a.m. It is time to discuss cars and all that comes with it. Yeah, there is, just one man, one mechanic in the building. I do not know where Bella Abdullah ran away to, but, there's Shubami in the building. And I'm sure Shubami's got everything under control, however. So we'll be talking about, car sensors, right? We'll be talking about sensors. And, we'll start off and I'll say that if you have any car related question that you want to ask, now is the time for you to call. There is mechanic Shubami or should I say engineer?
It's just mechanic.
Okay, I should remain mechanic. Yes. Okay. It says mechanic. Mechanic Shubami is actually in the building and he'll be taking your questions and also giving you responses. Sound responses, okay? 07025201007, 07025201007, or 07055 071 Those are the numbers for you to call me up on, or call us, or call, the mechanic in the studio on, okay? 07055 071 007 or 07025201007. If you have a car-related question that you want to ask, please do call in, and we have between now and 9:45. Okay, so let's get to it. Good morning, Shubami.
Good morning, Bolabad. Good morning, Ibadan. Good morning, everybody listening to us.
All right, so car sensors.
Yes. Monday we started on sensors, talking about sensors. On Monday we spoke extensively about the crankshaft position sensor, what it does, where you can find it, and the symptoms you have when the sensor is actually going bad, and how it works, which also leads to what will happen, or what happens when it's going bad. So we spoke extensively about the crankshaft position sensor, but also we spoke about sensors themselves too. Also highlighting the fact that they are just passive devices that collect information about the environment and turn this information to electrical signals and send it to the vehicle computer, which is the ECM. Okay. Now, it is this vehicle computer that uses this information for diverse and various logic reasoning, and in turn churns out operations on how the vehicle itself functions, or how the vehicle operates. So basically, we'll go a step further this morning. We're taking a look at another simple sensor, simple at the same time very important on your car or your vehicle. Okay. We're looking at what we call the mass airflow sensor.
Oh, okay.
Which erroneously our people call airflow meter. But it's actually called the mass airflow sensor. But there is no how you want to talk about this particular sensor that you won't talk about its twin brother, which is actually the intake air temperature sensor, the IAT. Okay, these two sensors are actually merged into one singular component on your air induction system. So basically, what the MAF, or the mass airflow sensor, what it does is to measure the amount of air coming into the engine. It's that simple. Okay. What it does is just to measure the amount of air coming into the engine, and the twin brother right there beside it is the IAT. What this one does is to tell you the temperature of the air coming into the engine. That's basically what it does. Simple enough, quite simple enough. But this information they send to the vehicle computer is actually used for engine system management. Okay. How? For your engine to run readily available, for your petrol engine to run, which is air, fuel, compression, and spark. Now, all car engines, okay, try to work, and there's what we call the stoichiometric ratio, in which the engine uses to run, which in turn tries to make the engine work or run optimally. Now, it's how it has to do with the volume of air, as small as this information is. If those information, or if that sensor is failing, those information are not sent properly, on time, duly to the vehicle computer, it can actually cause a lot of issues, okay? Rough idling, perhaps sometimes the car not even starting at all. Okay, or it just starts for about the engine runs for about 2-3 seconds, and it goes off again. So as simple as this information is, as simple as this sensor is, it's quite critical in the running of the operations of the engine. So the question is, where is this sensor located? Because location also matters.
Yeah, because I mean, it's detecting the airflow and everything.
Yes. So it has to be on the air induction system. Okay, the system on the vehicle that has to do with how air is being sucked into the engine. It starts from the downward movement of the piston during intake stroke, creates a vacuum. Of course, nature abhors vacuum. So if there's any vacuum, what it does is to push something into the vacuum, and what pushes into the vacuum at that particular point is air. So the air gets sucked into the engine through the snorkel, or through the air duct, through the air filter, which is filtering the air before it now gets to the throttle body. Now, the mass airflow sensor is usually positioned on the air duct. That rubber duct, that black rubber duct that takes in air from the snorkel into the throttle body, or what we call the injector mouth. The mass airflow sensor is usually on that duct. Most times it is after the air filter. That is where you find your mass airflow sensor. That's also where you have the IAT, which is the intake air temperature sensor.
Okay, so is there any way it could actually be faulty, or what could lead to it getting faulty?
And now these sensors, they are what we call temperature sensors. Temperature sensors are basically thermistors. Okay,
like thermometers.
Basically the same fundamental principle, but might vary a little in the sense that it responds. What's it called? The MAF is what we call the negative coefficient temperature sensor, in the sense that it has to do with their voltage generating sensors, quite all right. The temperature difference is what gives you the amount of voltage being generated. Okay, now as time goes on, they might go bad. Go bad in the sense that these sensors have what they are filament based. Okay, in that you have a metal strip or a metal that air is actually running across. Now, there are times when over time dirt, debris, carbon might actually build up on the body of the metal, and which will impede the rate, its sensitivity to the air it's flowing across it. So there are times when all you have to do when it starts filling is just to take that sensor out and clean it up. Okay, clean out all the debris, clean out all the possible carbon or dirt that are settled on it, and it's going back to normal. But there are times also where you have what we call an electrical fault. Okay, like I said, they are temperature sensors. They are voltage generating temperature sensors. So in this situation, most times you have 3 wires going into it, 2 wires going into it. But because most of these MAF sensors actually come in conjunction with the IAT, most of them has 5 wires going into them. Okay, so one for ground, one for positive for each sensors. So there are times when it has to do with the electrical connection. One of the sensors, one of the wires going into them are out, are corroded, they're shot to ground somewhere, the body has been peeled, they're actually touching each other or being grounded to the body of the vehicle. This might actually cause issues. But the best way to know, or when your MAF sensor is out, the first thing that will happen is your check engine light will be illuminated. It will come up on your dashboard. That is why we advise most times, even if your check engine light ideally should not be on. Once your check engine light is on, it's a way of the car telling you it's a fault. Might be mild, might be serious, but there's something that's not normal happening here. So at that point, all you have to do is take your car down to your garage, your mechanic workshop, where you can run a scan. A scan will pick it up and tell you exactly if it's the MAF, then you can know what next to do.
So you don't leave the light on.
No, you don't.
It's not Christmas lights.
No, neither is it full light.
So what question I want to ask is how many sensors does a car have? Wow. Okay, sensors.
Permit me to use the word thousands. Hundreds and thousands of sensors depending on the car.
Like air sensors that cars have.
Okay, now when it comes to sensors that has to do with the what's it called, the air induction system now, that has to do with how air is coming into the engine. You have the MAF, You have the what's it called? The MAF, which is the mass airflow sensor. You have the IAT, which is the intake air temperature sensor. Some cars do have what we call the MAP, the manifold absolute pressure sensor. Okay, these are sensors that all they do is to try and tell the vehicle computer the amount of air coming in, basically. Okay, now there are some other temperature sensors on the vehicle. Okay, that has to do with the ambient temperature sensor, the cabin temperature sensor that has to do now. The way these sensors are, like I said, they are basically sending information down to the vehicle computer.
Okay.
Now the vehicle computer that uses this information for various and diverse functions of the car. For example, the ambient temperature sensor, what it is doing is telling you the temperature sensor of the surrounding of the car. Okay. The cabin temperature sensor is simply telling you the temperature of the inside of the vehicle, the cabin.
Okay.
Now this information is used by the vehicle computer for climate control. Okay, for climate control, for AC, for cabin moisture and humidity control also. Now, all this information actually works hand in hand. Now, if any of them is missing, because it's like a loop feedback system.
Okay.
The vehicle computer is using this information, is expecting this information from the sensors. So once they are not coming, once it's not getting it, it sees as a problem. So at that point, most definitely flags it up, switches on the check engine light, and at that point, you know there's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Please.
So,
go to the nearest garage.
The craziest question I'm about to ask you is, can a car actually work or function without an airflow sensor?
Well, some do.
Oh, okay.
Now, depending on the manufacturer, depending on the car, depending on the model, there are some vehicles that have they have the MAF, which is mass airflow sensor, and they also have the MAP, which is manifold absolute pressure sensor. Okay. Now, both of them basically do the same function in different ways. So if perhaps the MAF is failing, the mass airflow is failing, okay, the vehicle computer can still use information from the manifold absolute pressure sensor to make the engine run. But definitely that engine will not be running smoothly. Okay. You have rough idling, you have loss of power, you have a whole lot of things that you yourself will know there's definitely something wrong with this car, and it needs to be checked.
Okay. So how long is it meant to last for, though, the airflow sensor? Is it something that you might need to change periodically, or is it that it ought to last as long as your car?
Okay. Now, ideally, most of these sensors, especially when it comes to what's it called, the temperature sensors on the vehicle, they don't have a lifespan per se. Okay, the manufacturer will tell you, okay, on this vehicle we are giving you a warranty of 150,000 miles or a duration of 3 to 4 years. But that does not mean these sensors will give way in those 3 to 4 years. What actually sometimes make them go out, make them fail faster or before they should, are also the terms and conditions that is being used. The climate, the condition, and how often are these things being used. Okay, unlike where you have your during your preventive maintenance services, some of the sensors can actually be looked at. Like I said, MAF at that point when you're doing your preventive maintenance services, the filament can actually be cleaned out. Okay, if perhaps carbon has settled on it, dirt has also settled on it, all those things can be cleaned out. Okay, periodic maintenance service prolongs the lifespan. But it's not as if where you have something like your timing, your drive belt that will tell you ideally after about 90,000 miles this should be changed. We don't really have such on sensors. That is why you have that loop feedback system where you have the check engine light, where you have the OBD system, the onboard monitoring system, where it monitors the sensors. So once they are out, it lets you know. Then at that point, you know you have to either replace or repair them.
Yes. Okay. All right. So that's it for the Mechanics Lounge for this morning. Thank you to I don't know. I'm holding you responsible for Bolabad not being here, but it's okay. It's okay. So the training coming up.
Yes. The auto diagnosis training.
The costs March, I wanna start. We're gonna start March, and on Saturday.
So
yeah,
24th.
so you might actually start preparing yourself for it, regardless. I mean, you want to know more about the car that you're driving, or probably any car. You can be bragging to your friends, like, what's wrong with your car? Let me check it. There's this.
There's this the new level of steam that comes with it.
That comes with it. Like, no, just tell your mechanic that this is wrong with it, and they'll fix it for you. Yeah, so you don't have to. Mechanic you want to be able to see all of those things. The training is for you. Don't worry. So basically, it's starting. March 24th. Yeah. And just in case you want to get inquiries and all of that, it's not free, by the way. I need to tell you, it's not like the one that we did free diagnosis. No, not free. You're gonna pay. So what's the number to actually
to call? Yes,
call?
081 09 220338 08109 2200338.
All right, so just in case you want to talk to the mechanic after the show, that's also the number to call, right?
Yes.
All right, so we'll be heading back to the music. This is Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown, No Air. I mean, because we're talking about air sensors today, right? So stick around. We'll take the headlines in a bit.
Living in a world with no air. Oh, I'm here alone, didn't want to leave. My heart won't If you ain't here, I just can't breathe.
You just had to be there when the song dropped in the early 2000s, and should I say mid 2000s thereabout? Yeah, so 2005, 2006 thereabout. Basically, it is still Melody Sunrise, Jordan Sparks, and Chris Brown doing No Air. Yeah, just wondering why we're playing throwback songs that throwback day today on the station, right? All right, so 9:50 from the studios, we are about to check out the headlines for this morning on the Nigerian dailies. I have with me this morning the Nation newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, Nigerian Tribune, and the Punch. I also have the Guardian. If time permits, we might check through all of this front pages, but we kick off with the Punch newspaper this morning, 26th of February 2025. All right, so we kick off with the first headline. This says tax reform. Senate plans to review as customs Asuford's provision. That story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Afenifere backs Kalu, says declaring Biola president long overdue. That story is on page 20 of the Punch newspaper as well. South governors move against weakest camp over PDP Congress crisis. That story is on page 20 of the Punch newspaper. Nigeria's World Bank debt may hit $9.2 billion as federal government eyes 6 loans. That story is on page 22 of the Punch newspaper as well. The biggest headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper today says, why INEC vote count can't be accurate, says Jonathan. Has the writer with it. Ex-president decries ghost voters. Regional influences seeks electoral reforms. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. To the footnote, Basa awaiting ruling before returning to assembly, says a lawyer. And that story is on page 20 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. Senate backs Akpabio as Natasha files a 100.3 billion naira defamation suit. That story is on page 20 of the Punch newspaper this morning. APC dismisses anti-Ganduje plot as El Rufai absent from NEC meeting. That story is on page 13 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. Now moving on really quick to the Nigerian Tribune. First headline reads, Senate probes Natasha's conduct, may suspend that story has about one writer says as she sues Akpabio aid for 100 billion naira over alleged defamation. That story is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. NBS, Nigeria's GDP driven by services sector grew by 3.84% in fourth quarter of 2024. That story is on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. To the biggest headline, CBN frustrating probe into 33 trillion naira ways and means, Senate panel says. And that story is on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Afenifere appoints Obaoladipo as new leader, and that story is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. Lagos Assembly Union leadership demand release of 3 detained staff. The story is on page 3 as well of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Finally, APC holds NEC meeting today, and that story is on page 10 of the Nigerian Tribune. Or your assembly okays issuance of bond to finance remodeling of Agbowo shopping complex, and that story is on page 28 of the Nigerian Tribune this very morning. OSSIEC chairman takes IGP Oshu CP to court. That story is on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune, and this is the final headline I'll be taking this morning on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. It says that court sentences Ekiti teachers to 44 years imprisonment for defiling teenage students. Page 26 for that really disturbing story. Page 26 of the Nigerian Tribune. Now moving on to the Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Federal government's reform responsible for rising oil production, and that story is on page 20 of the Vanguard newspaper. That statement is actually credited to the president of the nation, that is President Bolabad Tinubu. And moving on to another story, Lagos Assembly crisis, Miranda agrees to step down if, according to sources, we do not know what, but if you want to check the balance, just head to page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. this very morning. El Rufai hurt because it wasn't made minister, says presidency. And that story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Plot against Murtala Mohammed started from day one, says IBB. And that story is on the page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Insecurity, how lack of surveillance tech aids criminals and terrorists. That story has quite a number of write-up, but I'll take just one. Nigeria's 490 million failed CCTV project fueling insecurity in FCT. Others. To check that story, you would have to pick up a copy of the Vanguard newspaper and head to page 14 this very morning. Now to another story. June 12 annulment. I will challenge my prosecution by IBB, says Falano. That story is on page 28 of the Vanguard newspaper. The raises concern over tax reform bills, has a rider with it. Bills crucial steps towards achieving Tinubu's $1 trillion economy, according to the Senate. That story is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now to another story. United States excludes United Kingdom, Nigeria, others from visa-free entry for the year 2025. That sounds like drama. That is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this very morning. I've never discussed running for president in 2031 with anybody, says Ribadu. And that story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now to sports. Controversy rages in Uganda. Death of Nigerian footballer. That story is on sports page 31 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now to the Nation really quick. 1.5 million candidates register for UTME exam to hold April 25th. And that story is on page 25 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Natasha sues Akpabio, others for 100.3 billion naira. Has a rider with it. Kogi's senator faces ethics panel. And that story is on page 5 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. Attack on APC Tinubu presidency. Ribadu on mockery chide El Rufai. And the story is on page 28 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Reconciliation, inclusivity for new members top APC NEC agenda. Has a rider with it. President hosts a national caucus. And that story also begins on the front page to continue on page 4 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Now to the biggest headline. Services, petrol, refining sectors propel GDP growth to 3.84%. And that story is actually on the front page, but continues on page 4 as well of the Nation newspaper. Now to the final headline. CPC invites multi-choice CEO over DSTV subscription hike. And that story is on page 25 of the Nation newspaper this very morning. Now, moving on from that, let's see if we can take the Guardian newspaper really quick. The first headline says Tinubu OK's 1 trillion naira financing for states to strengthen PHCs. And that story is on page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. EFCC arraigned 16 Chinese for alleged cyber terrorism, internet fraud in Lagos. And that story is on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. The biggest headline reads, Jonathan Jega carpets politician, judiciary, INEC over flawed elections. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Natasha sues Akpabio aid 100.3 billion naira for alleged defamation as Senate considers punishment. The story is on page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. APC begins 2027 groundwork as Tinubu governors party leaders meet on internal crisis. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. IBB revelation. Igbo group demands 100 trillion naira compensation for Ndigbo. And that story is on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Non-oil sector pushes GDP up by 3.84% in fourth quarter. And that story is on page 15 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Now, moving on really quick, Belgium fears losing 40% petrol exports to Nigeria as Tinubu woos investors. And that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. Now, the final headline reads, Court remands Lagos Assembly workers for alleged assault on DSS officers. And that story also is on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. So that is it for the headlines today on Melody Sunrise. I'll be heading back to the music, but first off, a time check. Stick around. We head straight to the People's Assemblies in a bit.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 10 a.m.
Spells on the beat. Tiwa Savage on this one, yeah. Whiskey, do you want mama? Make it animals to tingle.
This kind thing I never see, yo. My pressure, they high got me down, whoa, whoa. My girl, hold on to me, yo. Never ever leave me for crash, oh, oh, oh. Girl, you they make me shiver, oh. Girl, if you leave us over, oh. With you, I get no allow, oh. I want day with you forever, oh.
Robos, casca. If no be you, then tell me who. Them go sempe. Nobody messing with my boo. Robos, casca. If no be you, then tell me who. Robos, casca. Nobody messing with my boo.
My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh. My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh.
No be what you do or what you say, my love is single, no be plural, yeah. Brother, no be mount, but my baba, you be cool, yeah. Bonnie and Clyde, that's how I feel when I'm rolling with you. Number one, the African bad girl, and the star boy, you know how we do. Mwah, baby, you scatter my heart, you. And you load my account, you see, I no go come out, you.
My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh. My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh.
Robos, casca. If no be you, then tell me who. Them go sempe. Nobody messing with my boo. Robos, casca. If no be you, then tell me who. Robos, casca. Nobody messing with my boo. I never seen this kind of feeling. This love I believe in. About this feeling,
yeah. My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh. My love, duh. You give me love I never see, oh. My love, duh. Your love means so much to me, oh. Me love.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Don't know why I have to be this way for you. No, it doesn't make sense. I cook for you, I live for you, I give it all up for don't know why I keep falling for you. No, it doesn't make sense. And all the lights, so many fights, they all put night waiting for. No, it doesn't make sense. And all I have been through for you, lied for you, cried for you, and all I have been through for you, died for you, all for you. I've had enough. I've had enough. Oh, hey, I've had enough. Oh, I've had enough. Hey, oh, I've had enough. Oh, I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. Oh, hey, running faster, running harder, never coming back to you. Hear you calling, hear you howling, never coming back to you now. Ooh, no, whoa, no, whoa, no, whoa, no, 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 no.
All right, of the Lucy, the album that dropped in the year, I think 2019 was it, Asha Make No Sense. And of course, this is still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. 7 minutes now past. About it, or when you listen to the audio clip, probably you'll get triggered as well, but it's actually a risk that I'm planning to take, because we have to talk about this now. So it is one thing for people to be frustrated, right, about the economy and everything. It's another thing for say the people that are close to the government to show empathy when it comes to what people are feeling in the country. Now, yesterday, the special advisor to the president, his name is Bayo Ononuga, appeared on a television program, and he said quite a number of things, but one thing stood out that I'm actually going to just latch onto, and I want us to talk about it on the show today. He said, you as a citizen of Nigeria, talking about economic hardship, find something else to augment your income to survive the present economy. Now, when he was asked this question, that was what he said. Do find side also, because even in the America, people are doing more than one jobs. Abi, no. So he said, if you're 9 to 5, even though you're a civil servant, if it's not paying you, work 2 jobs. They say anything that I've passed to cry is just to laugh that I remain. But you think I'm joking? That is what we'll be talking about today. What are your thoughts regarding that statement? If you think I am really, really not serious about it and I'm making this, I can't make this thing up. Just listen, take a listen.
Are still finding it very difficult. What will you say to those people?
Well, I will tell them that, for instance, a practical solution, a practical suggestion to them. If you are doing a job, let's say you are an office assistant and you are earning the minimum wage or something, you must try to find something else to augment your income. You cannot live on one income. The Americans have a term they call moonlighting. People work in offices or they do so many jobs and they find that one line of income cannot sustain them. They need to find something else to augment it. If you have a farmland near you, cultivate it, grow your crops and so on, so they can reduce your expenses and so on. These are some of the things I think, practical things that people can do to survive the present economy. People just have to find solution on their own.
My dear honorables, over to you. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. That was the voice of Mr. Bayo Ononuga, and he's a special assistant, special advisor actually, to the president, and saying that, you know, as an office worker, if your kidney is not balancing, there's nothing for you to do. Go and get side hustle. You have to look for something and augment this thing that you are doing. You cannot just be sitting down and be expecting that the economy should just get better overnight. So that's it. Cause me, I now use Ojushunuku to look at it. That is true. The heaven citizens of America save gone. They work 2-3 jobs. Is that what we should do? Let me know what your thoughts are about this conversation or about this particular statement that the special advisor to the president actually said on a live television yesterday. That was a cut out of his interview. He said quite a number of things, talks about IBB, but we're not even going to look into all of that. But this is the one that is actually pinning you and I, right? The economic action. And Mr. Bayo Ononuga is saying, just find side hustle. There's nothing I can tell you other than that. Go back, go and look for land, go and cultivate, grow crops, sell it. And then the question is, sell it to who? See, it's even going too far. Anyway, 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007. All right, call me up and let me know. Try calling me back, please. I really want to hear your thoughts regarding this particular conversation. The special advisor to the president is telling we as citizens to get another job to balance our job if it is not paying us. You know, you can look at it, you're any minimum wage, there's nothing you can do with it. Bag of rice has gone up again. It was a couple of we were talking about how you reduced. That has gone up again. So call me up. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Honorable Bolabad.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Honorable Bosses speaking from Ibadan.
All right. So let's have it.
On one hand, I agree with him because it's being factual.
Mm-hmm.
It's being factual.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it's in the system with the government.
Exactly.
So, and being the head aide to the president, you're supposed to know how to address the president.
Mm-hmm.
So please work on the policies that have been inflicting pains and hardship for Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is highly important for Nigerians to know that we need to go back to our farming again.
Mm-hmm.
If we really want to increase food
production
in Nigeria, yes, we all have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We all have to do it. That is on one hand. But on the other hand, the government have more to do for Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
The policies they keep implementing daily, not weekly or monthly anymore, daily now, are things that we cannot say they are bearable. So if the SA is saying the other way for us to be able to bear whatever they are implementing is for us to get alternative job. That is, find something else doing aside from the normal job we do to earn income. Is being right, because we can't continue to deceive ourselves in the name of waiting for the government to give us their 70,000 naira minimum wage, because it's not everybody that works for the government.
True.
Not everybody works for the state.
True.
Some are self-employed.
Yes.
And even with the fact that they are self-employed, their income might not be as much as what can still fend for their needs. So if you have anything else you can do, in addition to what you do to earn more income and make ends meet, fine. It's a good one.
All right.
So,
thank you so much, Honorable Bossa. Thank you so much for calling. Have a great day ahead. All right. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Prince Bumiade calling from Akpata.
So that is Honorable Prince calling from Akpata constituency. Good to have you on the show. Is it your first time calling?
You said?
Is it your first time calling on the show?
Yes, yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, because the name actually sounds new. So, what are your your thoughts regarding the statement by the special advisor to the president?
The statement credited to Bayo Onanuga
Yes.
really shows that federal government has failed in their own responsibility. Nigerians are not lazy. We are not lazy. Is there any enabling environment for Nigerians to do their businesses? Many businesses are folding up, let me put it that way, due to the government policies. You can imagine when the government came on board, what people fall back on was jacked up. And you can see anytime Nigerian youth get out of the country for greener pastures, you see people assess ourselves that we always do better. Enough of shifting blames that, Nigeria should go and find something to do. It's annoying. It's annoying. Let federal government put heads together, most especially the economic team of Mr. President, put heads together and know how to better Nigerian economy rather than shifting blames, rather than giving law, simply excuses at all times. Because we haven't had it back like this in the issue of Nigeria since they came on board. That's my observation regarding that.
Thank you so much, Honorable Prince.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for calling. All right, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on. Let me know what your thoughts are, dear honorables. There is, a topic that we are discussing. A special advisor to the president goes by the name Bayo Onanuga, and is actually informed Nigerians, in terms of economic hardship and the way Nigerians are complaining. He said, there's nothing I want to tell you. Find something else to augment your income. If you feel your income is actually not sustaining you, do something else. He actually even said if you are working as an office assistant, or even you're doing your normal 9 to 5 and you have a piece of land close to you, cultivate it, sell the crops. And I'm asking a question again. To whom? Is the economy actually giving space or making it easy for business owners, farmers included, to thrive? That is the question. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. What is your thought? Now, a lot of people are saying that, you know what, I'm not saying what he said is entirely bad. That is one school of thoughts, right? Some people are saying, but they're not saying that what he said is entirely bad. But coming from a special advisor to the president, no. That is one school of thought. Another school of thought is, man is being realistic, but then when you say he's being realistic, we have to check the reality also of you trying to sell your crop. There was a time I was talking to someone, and he was talking about his uncle that owns a fish farm, right? And then he said that, he started the fish farm, and anytime he tried to harvest, and then he calls all of these market women that sell catfish to come and pack it, it's always like them dictating to him, the farmer, how much you should sell this product, which means he might not even be making profits. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Honorable. Honorable who? From Anara constituency. Good to have you on the show. What are your thoughts?
The Bayo Onanuga statement is now an indication that the federal government of today fail woefully in the aspect of economic policy that introduced so far. Because that statement showed that the cost of living is unbearable for the common man. What about the salary earners? That means the salary earners are collecting 70,000. You can't use it to purchase a bag of rice. That means you need to add more to what you are doing. Those people, they can't even add more. That means they find other means for survival. That is why the rate of corruption is increasing day by day. Maybe you are a security agency, maybe maybe a policeman or FRS corp member, and you know that your salary is not sustainable. They found other means to survive. So that means they need to re-strategize, that they need to introduce the economic policy that be friendly to our economy. Don't forget, our currency is devaluing every day. That means our purchasing power of our money is very low. I know you can remember, maybe some years back, you can use 100 naira to purchase spaghetti. Can you purchase it now?
It was 100 naira, then it became 110, 120. Now we're buying it for over 1,000. Yes.
So how do you expect a family man with 2 children to survive for their daily needs? That means the APC government, they are failed. So it is right time, Mr. President, to do something, because some people already call me his administration as tax regime, because during this week, the multi-choice complained that they have increased their
yes.
Not only that, even some telecommunication aspect. And CBN also, they will come up with another tariff as from March 1. If you want to withdraw something for your ATM now, they will charge you 100 naira. Where are we going? Where are you heading to? Where are you heading to? It's like they want to return us back to Egypt. So I know, God will forbid. That's my own submission.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. Do have a fantastic rest of your day. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007. It is the People's Assemblies. Let me know what your thoughts are. The special advisor to the president, Bayo Nonuga, said, as a Nigerian complaining of economic hardship, if your salary is not doing you, find side hustle, find something else to augment your income. That was the exact, or those were the exact words that he used. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can head to Facebook also and drop your comments right there, so I can take them live on air as well. We're live on Facebook on Melody 100.7 FM, actually live on Facebook. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. What are your thoughts? I mean, I was talking about the fish farmer. Okay, before I forget that conversation and everything. So this man says he harvests is catfish, and would call these women, and they were like dictating to him how much he was supposed to sell for. Do not forget, feeds these days are not cheap, right? And then he said he was looking at the cost and the money they were proposing that they wanted to buy for wasn't even making sense. There was no the profit margin is almost non-existent, and he said he had to sell it regardless because it had happened before. He had actually said, no, I'm selling at my price, and what they would do is go back and tell their other colleagues that so far it is this man that is calling this particular farmer, this is the price that he has to sell for, and if he's not selling for that price or selling at that price, we are not buying. So as a farmer, that puts you in a very, very tight corner, because you have to do their bidding. And is it paying me? Now imagine I actually diversify. Now I'm telling you the reality of farmers out there. Yeah. So because the special advisor is saying that we should diversify. Please do call me back. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Now these are the reality of the farmer, an everyday farmer that is just trying to diversify, as this man has advised us to do, and he ran at a loss. And the idea was, there's money in farming and all of that and all of that. But the question is, how many people are actually making money from farming? Have you really sat with a farmer to have the conversation? That is just one thing. Or with a business person that sells and buy commodity and talk to them how much sales they are making and how much profits they are making. Call me up 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Special advisor to the president, Bayo Nonuga, says, if as a Nigerian you're complaining of economic hardship and things are not panning out, by all means, just do something. Find something else to augment your income. That is what he said in his words. Okay, so what do you think? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me upon. Hello, Honorable.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Honorable Bayo from Amloku.
Honorable Bayo from Amloku constituency. Good to have you on the show. What are your thoughts?
In fact, that bio, I think it's a fake bio.
You know it's your namesake.
It's a fake bio by saying that Shebi is in the power of the corridor, where everything is at stake. Where every damn thing is at stake for him. So who is saying what he's saying? I say we should add more to what we are doing. We should augment our income. We should do this and that and that. With the current situation of Nigeria. So I don't blame him. He would have to say that because he's at the power of the corridor and everything is at peace for him and his family. So they have opportunity to travel up and down the country. They have the opportunity by sharing, looting and all that. So what is on ground now? What kind of business are you going to do now? That will be lucrative. Any lucrative business in Nigeria again now, where everybody are living at penny, everybody are living at peanuts. Don't mind him; he doesn't know what he's saying. Well, I don't blame him. So everybody is trying anyway. But like what fella said, you have 10,000 naira this today, and you want to buy something tomorrow. Even before the day breaks, that thing you want to buy 10,000 might have been increased.
It might have increased.
To double or triple. And at the extreme end of the day, you just spend the money like only any accountability for what the money you spend the money for. So you shouldn't be saying that what he's saying. Better they should find a way. You should advise the Mr. President and the power at the power of the corridor to do the needful, to make provisions at affordable time, at affordable things for Nigerians to make betterment of our people and the nation. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you so much, Honorable Baya. God bless you too. Have a great day ahead. All right, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025201007. Hello, good morning, Honorable. Hello, good morning. Hello, you're live on radio. Good morning. All right, how about you try calling me back? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. What are your thoughts? Special advisor to the president says, go and diversify. Do more than one thing. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yes,
Honorable Adepoju Stephen, where are you calling me from, sir?
I just want to know that.
Hello?
Divided loyalty.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, Honorable. Hello? The connection is terrible. I could barely hear what you said. Honorable Adepoju, please kindly call me back. And when you want to call, please stay away from your radio set. Thank you so much, so we can hear each other loud and clear, okay? Honorable Adepoju, please kindly call me back, okay? 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to actually call me up on. Let me know what your thoughts are on this conversation. The special advisor to the president, Bayo Ononuga, said, as a Nigerian complaining about the economic hardship, how about you find a way to diversify and augment your income? Those were his words, like as clear as day, like find a way to augment Find something to augment your income. Now, someone saying that she is the special advisor to the president. He says you advise the president. He's not saying he's not advising the president, but wants to advise us as well. Pending the time, maybe, right? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on. You can also send me messages on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007. That is the WhatsApp line. 07055 071 007. Call me up or send me messages. I'm here to take your reactions. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from? All right, sir.
Yes, what I receive from that statement from the minister is that he is encouraging divided loyalty. Because you have time to do one type of job, which means out of the 24/7 to work, that person who does 2 to 3 work a day, it means the work is, the money, the work is not through the day. You cannot rely on one work. You cannot there be any progress. That's what I feel.
Thank you so much, Honorable Adequaji, for your thoughts and for calling in. All right, 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007. Now, the question is, if we're actually going by what is happening in the Western world, say in the UK or in the US, where people tend to have more than one jobs, now, are we going to start earning per hour as well in Nigeria as compared to the salaries that we get? I mean, because that's the only way it can be feasible, right? I come in, I say, okay, today I'm working a 5-hour shift and I'm getting paid hourly, and I get paid. I go to my second job, work probably 6 hours there. That is 11 hours of work. And then maybe, just maybe, I can do another 5 more hours somewhere else, which amounts to about 16 or 15 hours. That is how it happens outside the country, right? So, is it balancing? No, it's not balancing. Because we don't take wages in Nigeria, we take salaries. We deal with salaries, and that is 30 days, or should I say 24 days in a month, 9 to 5. That's like, bro, you're working 7 hours for 31 days to earn 70,000. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about your salary or anything, but if you're earning 70,000 naira, how about you divide it by 24 days and see how much you're earning per day? Not even per hour, per day, per your 7 or 8 hours of work. See what you're earning in a day. How about you do that before you can get to see or understand really the situation of the country when it comes to wages or salaries? 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007. So if this man is saying that, oh, we should get side also, oh yeah, now we want to go and farm, what is the reality of an average farmer in Nigeria? Yeah, what is the reality of an average farmer in Nigeria, in the economic situation right now in Nigeria? Is it even encouraging for me to take out of that my minimum wage that is not okay for me to go and invest in farming? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. We'll have about 6 more minutes to actually talk about this before I roll over to the next segment, which is Melody Surprise, where I get to surprise your loved ones for you. 07055 071 007. The special advisor to the president has said, as a Nigerian complaining of economic hardship, how about you look for something to augment your income? Yeah, you think I'm joking? I'll play it again so you can hear it.
I'm still finding it very difficult. What will you say to those people?
Well, I will tell them that, for instance, if you a practical solution, a practical suggestion to them. If you are doing a job, let's say you are an office assistant and you are earning the minimum wage or something, you must try to find something else to augment your income. You cannot live on one income. There are many times I have a term they call moonlighting. People work in offices or they do so many jobs and they find that one line of income cannot sustain them. They need to find something else to augment it. If you have a farmland near you, cultivate it, grow your crops and so on, so they can reduce your expenses and so on. These are some of the things I think, practical things that people can do to survive the present economy. People just have to find solutions on their own to do this.
See, another part of that conversation, or that statement, or that conversation is that people just have to find solution on their own. Ha! God, I beg. Hey, 35 minutes now past 10 a.m. That is 10:35 from the studios. This is Melody Sunrise. We're live, at the People's Assemblies. Call me up or text me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Find a solution on your own. That's profound. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, this is Honorable Adebayo from Amuloko once again.
All right, Honorable Bayo. Are you pissed?
Can you hear what the special advisor said?
Yes.
You should find solution on your own.
On your own.
Can you imagine? A special advisor. You find solution on your own. What kind of solution on your own?
Go and cultivate your farm. Don't you have farmland? Mr. Bayo, Honorable Bayo, don't you have farmland?
Hello, let me tell you something. Me that I'm talking to, I'm a farmer. I'm a typical farmer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I knew how much I spent 2-3 years ago in farming, and I knew how much I'm spending now. So in fact, it's not palatable at all. It's not friendly.
I can imagine.
I'm telling you, the workers, their wages has doubled, not even doubled, tripled. I'm telling you, to spend the cost of expenses now on farming. I don't think if care is not taken, at the extreme end of it all, you will not even have anything to count on. I'm telling you, the security aspect are there, the expenses are there, the tools, the chemicals are all expensive now. I'm telling you. So by saying that, everybody should find it one way of making money in Nigeria without a proper solution. I believe as a special advisor for presidency, he should provide a solution to what is happening in Nigeria. The security, the light expenses are in shambles. The communication. Okay, assuming you are going to your farm now, you are doing anything else, and something happens, you want to make a call. Look at that. Expenses, things, everything are in shambles. So I don't think. Sorry, but it's my senator or whatever is my number. Is the most senior man in Nigeria. So let me just use that word on him. I don't think he know what he's saying.
Oh wow! Let's be careful what we say on live radio, though.
On their own.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bayo, for calling in. Have a great day. That is Honorable Bayo, and he says he's a farmer and he knows what the reality of farming is. All right, I have a message here. It says, good morning, Honorable Speaker. The advisor that doesn't even have figures of Nigerians who are unemployed as we speak, is that one an advisor? The question is, how many people is he paying right now? May God help us. Honorable Dupe from Iword. Thank you so much, Honorable Dupe, for sending in your thoughts and your 2 cents. It's valid questions to actually ask. Very, very valid questions. Like, what are the statistics? What are the numbers of the unemployed Nigerians? Not even youths now. I mean, we actually took the title way, way long ago. The lazy Nigerian youths. We took it. We're in Akahamo. Don't worry. But anyway, call me up or text me. Let me know what your thoughts are. The WhatsApp is still there. You can text me via WhatsApp on 07055 071 007. 2 more minutes and I'm done with the People's Assembly. So call me now or text me now. 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Let's just go through social media, see what people are saying regarding this particular conversation about the advisor to the president giving us advice on finding solutions on our own. Okay, so I'll check out the comments. The comment actually says God, I beg. All right, so there is Obitari is actually saying that our kind of whole country belong to a few people, though, and everyone is laughing it off, allegedly asking for a friend. All right, so there is also Merita saying, I love how it ended. Let all those who brought in this president. Okay, I can't take that one. We have to be careful what we post out there anyway. This one says, Van Cheesy says, politicians are just after personal interest and not that of the masses. So sad. And there is also, what's it called now? Wow, Zulonye. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. See how irresponsible media aid is talking. Okay, now una edic be that. Is everybody's edic cool? Is everybody's edic? Let me tell you. Richie is saying, essay the PT former director, BPE, former minister of FCT, former two-time governor, Nigeria's Just Cruz, allegedly. Like, what's it with allegedly and everything? Like, what is it with you people and allegedly? It is actually just somehow, the way everything is. And, we're going through this. And so many people are saying, you know what, Nigeria is just these things shouldn't be the point of conversation. We shouldn't even be talking about things like this time and age. Anyway, Michael says, in other words, the government, they tell you, say, na una sabi a una go take survive. With laughter emoji. There's also Power to Thrive saying people are already doing this. Is not wrong. Archip sparks creativity. Kunle Marshall says this government always rely on the citizens to provide solutions to the problem they went about campaigning that they would solve. Solution to kidnapping doesn't pay is not paying ransom. Solution to hunger is to plant yam. Okay, so that is it for the People's Assemblies. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that called in, especially people that called in for the first time, honorables that called in for the first time. Welcome officially to the People's Assemblies. Do not be a stranger. People's Assemblies actually air on Melody Sunrise every morning from 10 a.m. to 10:40 every morning on Melody from Monday through to Friday. Okay, so don't be a stranger. We will not be here tomorrow. Finance will be here to take the Melody Sunrise tomorrow. So you're going to be talking about another thing where I'd return on Friday for another fresh edition of Melody Sunrise or of the People's Assemblies. So to signal that, we've come to the end of the People's Assemblies, or be rolling over to the Melody Sunrise, Melody Surprise rather. So in case you have someone that you want to celebrate, you want to wish a happy birthday, or you just want to tell them how fantastic they are as a person, someone probably celebrating their wedding anniversary, promotion at work, and all of that, all you have to do is to send me messages to those same numbers I've been calling, 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Your name, the person's name, the person's number, and what you want me to tell them. But in the meantime, here is Brimo, because at the end of the day, it is not Bayo or Nonuga that is the president. It's just the advisor. The title of the song is No Be Me. Stick around. Melody Sunrise continues.
She talks, say time no day aside, yo. Say for her world, they quick, they dark, yo. And I go love her till I die, go. But our hearts don't turn to stone. The man say market no they sell. Everything he cost he passed before. But our governor he fat he passed before. One day my turn go come to chop. The politician say him know the truth. Say nobody won't hear the truth. He take power, take bulletproof. Buy properties overseas. No we create the world. No we create the world. We the pointy finger at each other. But no we create the world. always they like to take my time, but I dey waste the people time. My plan is good, my method has show everybody they talk say I to do. You they always they like to save yourself to avoid the mistake of the past. Feet forget the people wait for your hand before. Knowing you create yourself. Knowing me create myself. We the point the finger at each other. But knowing me creates the world. Something, everybody don't forget. Say now our word and our action, now in the shape reality.
Melody FM, Ibadan. Melody 100.7. Melody Akẹ́yìndé Gbẹ̀gbọ́n. Melody FM, Ibadan ti dé o, àjọ máa gbọ́ ni.
I love this station, Melody 100.7 FM.
Please enter your secret number.
Identifying 100.7.
Access granted.
Let's go.
You're about to witness entertainment, skills, experience, and desire to rock a party like no other. Mind-blowing sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now.
Melody 100.7 FM.
I did count my blessings, I did count my blessings, I did count. It's plenty, no be mouth. Hello, my brother. I know the butter. God did it for me, and He will do it for you one way or another. I know they worry, 'cause I know He got me. He dey make me dance, He break it dance. He dey make me want to clap my hands. He dey make me want to turn around. He dey make me shout hallelujah. He dey make me dance, He break it dance. He dey make me want to clap my hands. He dey make me want to turn around and shout hallelujah as I did dance. Now blessings I did count, my blessings I did count. It's plenty, no be mouth, no joju more I did count. My blessings I did count, you know she say I did bounce. It's plenty, no be mouth. Shout hallelujah. He dey make me dance, He break it dance. He dey make me want to clap my hands. He dey make me want to turn around and shout hallelujah as I did dance. Now blessings I did count, my blessings I did count. It's plenty, no be mouth, no joju more I did count. My blessings I did count, you know she say I did bounce. It's plenty, no be mouth. it dance. It make me want to clap my hands. It make me want to turn around. It make me shout hallelujah. It make me dance, break it dance. It make me want to clap my hands. It make me want to turn around and shout hallelujah.
Please enter your secret number.
Identifying 100.7.
Access granted.
Let's go. You're about to witness entertainment, skills, experience, and desire to rock a party like no other. Mind-blowing sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now.
Melody 100.7 FM.
Open the fire, play the bed, do let them know. No finish you, no finish you. Man no fit tire, every day I'm on the road. No limit you, no limit you. Eh, this now unzo buzo. Would you turn down for who? Would you robo? Many things we can do. Tori, I'm into you. Would you wire for you? Tonight I've been dancing at the pen away. Yeah. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause you should get up. Blessings for your head up. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. But I know go get us. Better go look at us. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause you should get up. Blessings for your head up. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. But I know go get us. Better go look at us. And I'm like Buzella. No one can do you better. You body fall from me. Why now go shoddy. Love the energy tonight. Way good day my side. But now you day my mind. With you don't show. This now unso bunso. Would you turn down for who? Would you robo? Many things we can do. Tori, I'm into you. Would you wire for you? Tonight I've been dancing at the pen away. Yeah. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause you should get up. Blessings for your head up. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. But I know go get us. Better go look at us. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. Cause you should get up. Blessings for your head up. Yo lava, give me your hand and shoulder. But I know go get us. Better go look at us.
Alright, Crayon doing Ijola Balaba. That's actually to celebrate every single person that is celebrating something today. If it is your wedding anniversary, if it is your birthday, if it is, anything that you're celebrating. In fact, you're celebrating the fact that you're alive. That is for you and I. Okay, so it has actually been a Melody Sunrise. It is 10:54 from the studios. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving the studio once it is 10:55. But the conversation doesn't really have to end here. We had a very, very beautiful, beautiful conversations today on the show. It doesn't really have to end here. You can follow us across all socials. Get familiar. It is Melody 100.7 FM across all socials, from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok to X. It is all at Melody 100.7 FM. Okay, so basically I'll be stepping out of the studios now, and you're wondering, my own for me is Bolabad across all socials. That is, oh my god, your message came in really, really late. You want to celebrate your brother who's +1. His name is Yomi Bello. So happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to him. I can't place a call right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your message came in really, really late. I would have loved to, but it came in really late. Okay. Okay, today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you too. Yeah, wishing you long life and prosperity. I didn't quite get your name. I don't think you added your name to your... Oh, okay. I'm Adeyemi Liberty Mano Akimbami. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. God bless you and give you long life and prosperity. Okay, so I'm heading home now before I get kicked out from the studios. But for me, across all socials, it is Bolabad across all socials. Okay, till Friday. I'll be back on Friday for another edition of Melody Sunrise. Okay, so till then, do have a fantastic rest of your day and see you on Friday. I'll catch you on Friday. Samayoko Victory doing Holy Father. Bye for now.
Of Lagos.